Alright guys, gonna clean up or work on a pair of, I think they might be Channel Lock brand. These things, I got like a quarter in these things. I may have to, I don't know, I might be able to save the handle on this. Maybe. I don't know, it's stretched quite a bit. Sometimes this stuff, when it stretches, it doesn't go back. May have to put new handles on it. We'll see. Let's go to the wire wheel. Well, before we do that, let's see if we can soften these up a little bit. They're stiff to open. Oh yeah. Oh, that's easy. They're just covered in rust. Oh yeah. I said I got about a quarter, 25 cents in these, so it's worth the time to clean them up. Like I said, I can't tell what brand they are. From the handles, they look like Channel Locks, but just because that's doesn't mean they are. Let's go to the wire wheel and see what we come up with. Alright, I'm going to redneck this. I've got, since this one's torn on the bottom, and it won't, I can't get this to, I won't be ever be able to get that to shrink down. What I'm going to do is I got a piece of red heat shrink tubing I'm going to put on one side. And looks like there's some arc. I thought it was pitting, but it's scratched or arced right there. I'm going to clean up the end here, the tip. Clean it up, make it a little more rounder. I don't like that flat point that it's got. I want a more point to it. So I'm going to put it on the belt sander and do a little more work with that. I'm cleaning the rust out of it. They open and close just fine now. But I know there's rust in there. I know it. So I'm just working it out. I'm gonna get as much. I keep doing this with carb cleaner and WD until it comes out clean. Yeah, see, look at that. Look at all that rust. Just back and forth for a little bit. Works real good on some real rusty ones. These will be a nice pair. I was going to polish them, but I think I'm just going to blue them. These will probably wind up going to work with me. Like I said, I don't think they're channel locked, tell you the truth. I think there might be all trade or something like that. Actually in good shape. Teeth are in real good shape. But the handles, since I'm gonna put another pair of handles on them, I do need another pair. See how it's thinning? It's getting lighter. I do need another pair at work. My second toolbox that I made, I've got smaller ones. I actually need a little bigger one like this. Yeah, see, it's getting thinner and thinner. So I'll do this for a little while longer and then I'll come back and blue them. All right, let's get this squared. What I'm gonna do now, I thought about polishing it, but I'm just gonna blue it. It's easier to blue than to polish. Takes longer, and I don't want to spend 20 more minutes. I think it's going to be a good tool either way, but I'm gonna blue it. And somebody might want to see it. I'm using this brand of bluing. It's cold bluing. Some of you have seen this before, so sorry, it's repetitive, I know. Do not stick your brush or your cotton swab in the bottle or on the bottle or a Q-tip, because you contaminate the whole bottle. Put it in small little containers like this. And this is like a pill bottle or condiment cup, I mean. I'm just gonna blue it. I'm gonna see what it looks like blue. Where I lightly polished it, boy, it's not wanting to take the color real good. Plus, it gives me an opportunity to practice. I should have just wire wheeled it and called it good. Been okay. Definitely turning blue. Sometimes this color, it'll make things black, and sometimes it'll make it blue. I guess it's the material content of the metal. I don't know enough about bluing to worry about, so I just use this stuff for my tools. So I'm kind of rubbing it with the brush. I want to fire up the air compressor to get the dry out in between the grooves. Definitely turning black now. Well, got my glasses on. Let me take my glasses. No, I guess it's more blue. Supposed to let it set for 60 seconds and wipe dry. And as far as I can tell, there was no name on this. All right. Now let me fire up the air compressor and I'll blow the insides dry real quick. Be right back. All right, dried it off, or wiped it off, and then used the air hose. Now, parts that I can't really get to with the wire brush, I'm just going to use this little wire brush. The steel wool, I'm going to use this brass brush. Kind of shines it up a little bit. See how faded it is now. See? Well, that's got a good color to it. I'm just using the brass brush in the tight spots. Look at all that fiber. The teeth are good. I think I got all down in there. Looks pretty good. All right. Let me set this aside. Let's set this aside so I don't waste my... I could put another coat on, but I don't think I'd need it. Now, I got just a little bit left over from pliers I did not long ago. This heat shrink tubing, I mean, I just barely got enough. Just almost don't. So let's see what it does. me just let this set for a minute. We'll come back and look at it. All right, guys. Let me put some oil on these. It's warm outside. It's well over 80. It's in the mid 80s. So I'm just gonna coat these with a little bit of waste oil, let them set in the sun, and the waste oil, this oil came out of my truck when I did the oil change, and it'll help darken them a little bit. I say that. I think it works. Lionhead Restorations, one of his buddies told him to do this, and he told me this. So that's why I do it, and it seems to work. Now I'll let these sit in the sun. I got a black cookie sheet that I got from Goodwill. I just lay them set in the cookie sheet. I'll probably prop them up like that, hold them up, and just let them sit in the sun. Something to do with the acidic value or properties in the oil will darken it or help darken it. So we'll see what it looks like. All right, guys, check this out. I've been sitting outside for about 4 hours in the sun. Excuse me. Wipe off what little left of that oil that's on there. Kind of looks goofy with two different colors, but I don't know, I like it. A little oil down in there. I didn't think about it, but the oil helps it open and close. Man, this thing just so nice. Look at the color on it. Look how it took the color. It actually looks really nice. And then cleaning up the end, I made them a little sharper point with that belt sander. And then you can see the serrated edge, or I don't know what you want to call it, but it's really good shape. It's the jaws on this are really, really good. I don't know, it's I think I got a quarter, 50 cents in this. It looks like it's Channel Lock brand, but I don't think it is, just because it's not there, or it wasn't there to begin with. I don't think it was rusted pretty bad. So, but yeah, nice pair of Channel Lock pliers. Let's see, or excuse me, needle nose pliers. They're 8-inch. Let's see, this is this pair is a little longer. I don't remember what brand. I cleaned these up once a long time ago, and I made them a point. So these are about a 1/2 inch longer. Yeah, I like these. I'm gonna take these to work. Definitely taking these to work. I like them. I meant they open and close. There's no slop like side to side. They're really nice pair of pliers. All right, guys. I know it's two different colors. I didn't like the other blue that was on the other side. It was pulled all the way up, and it was split. The only thing I wish I would have done is I wish I would have left this one a little longer, but this was just a piece that I had left of this heat shrink tubing. And you can see the heat shrink tubing is a little thicker than the original coating. And hey, I like the handles, and I like the bluing. And you can still see I didn't take all those are melt marks. It's not, that's not pitting from rust. That's where somebody looks like they arced it or something. Anyways, doesn't matter. They're in really good shape for, you know, let's say I got 50 cents in this I think I got less than that. I got like about a quarter in these. And I've got about 40 minutes worth of my time cleaning them up and bluing them. For a cheap, junky tool, bringing it back to a very good usable condition, I think it's worth it. It looks weird because it's two different color handles, but I don't care. My tools, my rules. I'll keep them clean. I'll use them at work. These are really good condition for the pliers. For how they started out, I'm happy. Guys, tell me what you think. Give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe if you like. Try to bring old junk tools back to a very good usable condition, and I think that's a good example right there. Well, that's enough talking. Y'all have a good day.